traveled to Centreville, Virginia to check out an absolutely extraordinary new home with all the modern amenities one could ever ask for. From the gorgeous chef's kitchen to the massive master suite and all of the outdoor entertaining space, I am so excited to get inside of this home with you. Let me turn you around. I'll tell you all about it. All right, y'all, get a load of this home right here. This is like a mini castle. So this is 14700 Kernoak Street here in Centreville, Virginia, and I just love how the brick and black play off of each other. It's actually very striking looking. Now, before we get too far into this home, I do want to give a special thank you to Nestor Cortesi, Charmaine Buckner, Paul Escalante, from Realtor One Group Capital for setting up this tour. You can find all their information in the description. But inside you are gonna find 5 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms. You do have this 2-car garage over here. And there's some hidden stuff inside as well. So pretty excited to show you that. But all of this sits inside of 12,309 square feet. And it is currently listed for $2,750,000. So are you excited? Because I am. Let's get inside and see what all we can find. All right, here we go. So I'm pretty excited about this one just because it has a phenomenal flow that I think you guys are really gonna like. And look at that, I didn't even turn on like the most spectacular part of this whole foyer, which is this massive chandelier. But anyway, this is your view that you're greeted with when you do first walk in. You kind of have this nice grand staircase going up to the 2nd floor with this massive coffered ceiling, as well as obviously the chandelier. But wainscoting going pretty much throughout most of this home. Nice big window here in the foyer and plenty of space to kind of put some stuff. Now, there's tons of stuff, but it does, like I said, have a nice flow. So we're gonna start over here on this side and just kind of wrap ourselves back around to the opposite side of the foyer. So down this corridor, you can cut across and go down to the basement, which we will get to. But as you continue down, you do come to the powder room. So you've got the single floating vanity and the toilet, and then this like nice dark kind of shiplapping. And then this is a second set of stairs that goes up to the 2nd floor as well. And then opposite that, this would be your actual entrance as you entered in from the garage. So you've got this nice hall tree right here with all the cubbies, all the hooks, and plenty of like bench space. And then back behind us, you probably put like a little table right here up underneath of your alarm system, a little spot to hang the coats. And then we'll go ahead and hop into it.
Garage door open.
You have this 2-stall garage. And there is an EV port, and then there is also access outside as well. Other than that, I don't want to venture in it too far because there's something pretty cool that I want to wait and kind of show you, but we'll get to that. But then from there, you enter into all of the common spaces with the kitchen and the living room, kind of like your den area, which we'll go ahead and start over here in this den area. So you've got these really fun blinds. Those are kind of cool looking. Again, coffered ceilings here in the living room. You have a beautiful gas burning fireplace with kind of a modern looking light, which is pretty neat. Now, I know this home is unstaged, so that just allows you to explore your own ideas, right? I'll give you a good pan real quick of the space so you can kind of start formulating where you would put things if this was your home. And then, of course, you've got the fireplace with this nice stone mantle and hearth, nice big insert, and then this beautiful stacked stone surround going all the way up to the ceiling. Now, like I said, there are some pretty cool things within this home. Actually, what is out here? I haven't stepped out here yet. I don't know. Oh, it's just like a little side entrance And then you've got access to the backyard. Well, that's pretty neat. But that's not the cool thing I was wanting to show you. The cool thing I was wanting to show you was behind this door. What? It's just like another entryway from the garage, but it's got this pet washing station. And it's just got, you know, obviously your massive water heaters. Never going to run out of hot water with those things. And then you also have the electric panel back behind us. But yeah, just cool little, I'm never lifting my big dogs up here. I'd break my back doing that. You're definitely gonna have like a littler dog. But then you just got some, oh, this looks like maybe you could put a bed in here or something, a little bed, and then keep these open. I don't know. Or maybe it's just storage, like your pet washing, pet grooming stuff. And then this is just the other side. I didn't want to walk out into the garage just because then you would have known, you would have been on to me. But there are two doors, so I'll show that to you now. But anyway, what do you think about that? I know it doesn't go to like a private jacuzzi room or anything, but you know, I'll take it. Hidden room's a hidden room, right? But from there we transition into this kitchen space, and I mean, just get a load of all of, like this whole half of the house is kitchen, right? Massive. You have 3 sinks in here. Never seen 3 sinks, I just noticed that. But let's go ahead and get started on this kitchen. So you have the counters, they wrapped up into the backsplash, which goes all the way up to the ceiling. And then you have plenty of kind of like open shelves that pop up throughout. We've got the gas range, some spice racks, pot filler. What's on this side? More double spice racks. Man, this might be the kitchen of my dreams. And with 3 sinks, whew, you could never go wrong. But this is kind of cool. It's like a dark, almost graphite apron sink that sits just below this window looking out into your backyard. And then of course you have the dishwasher. This little drawer right here is a trash can drawer. And then all the way at the end is your refrigerator. So cabinets do go all the way up to the ceiling. Then in the middle of all of that is this massive island, waterfall edges on either side. It's got like this cool tray ceiling with like the purple accent lights. I don't know if you can actually change the colors or not. Purple looks cool, but they're there. And then you have these 3 pendant lights, built-in microwave. This looks like another trash can drawer. Yeah. And then your prep sink. I guess this is a little closer to your stove, so that's nice. And then on this side, plenty of seating space, as well as a couple, oh, are these? No, that's just decoration. But you've got cabinets on the end. And then along the back wall, this is your wet bar area. So you've got the wine fridge, looks like the ice maker. Another prep sink. And then plenty of cabinets and drawers. Then next to that is the pantry. This, literally, this kitchen has it all. Oh my goodness, all right here in one spot. So nice big pantry. I even like that it's kind of got like this little pantry glass, like that decorative glass, you know. And then on this side, a little buffet space for whatever you wanted to put over here. Now, it looks like that there could be some room. I don't know if you would put a table or anything over here, or maybe you decorate the end of this island. I feel like you know, this would be a great breakfast nook in and of itself, just to come in here and sit at the island. That's what I was kind of envisioning in my head. I don't know what you were thinking. But then you can step out here, and I love this space. You've got like this outdoor grill space. You've got, is this a smoker with like wood burning? No. But that would have been cool. I didn't know if like you could build the fire right here and then it'd come up, smoke the, but this might be like a brick pizza oven or something like that. I don't know, it looks fancy. Or just a little outdoor fireplace. I could be getting ahead of myself and overthinking it. You got a little spot to stack the firewood, you know, the fireplace, and then the massive grill with another prep sink out here. And then just plenty of room to set up some seating space so you can really enjoy hanging out back here. There's also a set of stairs down into the basement, which I have not been in the basement at all. I didn't even realize there was a basement until I grabbed the camera to start working on like saying hi to you in the intro. But I guess we'll just find that out, discover what all is down there together in just a little bit. But anyway, and then as we wrap back around, working our way back towards the front of the home, this is your formal dining room. Again, nice big space in here. You've got this really wide crown molding running pretty much throughout all of the common spaces. And then you also have, I think there's 12-point security and then surround sound throughout the entire house, which is pretty neat. And then this, I would imagine, would be like a parlor area, or maybe like your formal, I would say like a lounge, because it's got the bar in here. So this is going to be like after dinner seating or something like that. Definitely some type of fancy little lounge space. I could be way off base there. It could just be an office. I'm not sure. But I would find it odd if it was an office, because I don't think I've seen an office. Maybe we just haven't gotten to it yet. But it would be weird if like your office was open to the formal dining room, right? But definitely I would say some type of loungy room. Wet bar, refrigerator, some open shelves, and then you can I guess access the foyer back that way, or you can come this way, which we're going to do to kind of scope everything out. Yeah, that definitely has to be like a parlor room. Up underneath of the stairs, you've got a coat room, which is pretty neat. I love how it just kind of wraps around a little bit. And then opposite that is your elevator. The elevator does go to all 4 levels, which is super nice. We've seen a few homes that they haven't quite made it all the way up to the 4th level. You had to finish off the 4th level on your own. But this one's nice in that it does go all the way up. All right, cool. So we found the office. So French doors were kind of like some modern glass pane doors coming into the office space. Tons of room in here as well. This does look up towards the front of the house. And then from here, we'll go ahead and work our way up to the 2nd floor. I've never ridden in an elevator in any one of these tours because it scares me. But instead of walking all the way down, once we get up to the top floor, maybe we could take it together, right? Down to the basement and see what all we can find down there. It scares me. It makes me nervous though. But anyway, this is the second floor. Essentially what you have is master suite on one side and secondary bedrooms on the other side. This is the set of stairs, almost like service stairs, back down to the kitchen space. But let's go ahead and start over here in the master suite. And this thing is large. So this is one of two closets. Got a little bench built into your dresser. Oh, maybe it's just like a shoe rack. I thought this was going to be a dresser. I was wrong. And then into the ensuite. So double vanity, massive mirror. Again, they've kept like the same. I think this was the same. No. I think we saw this tile in another home right here. Like the backsplash in this ensuite. We've seen that somewhere else before. But anyway, I thought it looked familiar. Look at this thing. Woo! This is a shower right here. So you've got this massive wet room. Looks like you have steam. You've got your soaking tub. You've got massive jets. 2 rainfall shower heads. Got some speakers in here so you can be jamming out. You've got 2 removable shower heads. This big bench, and then you also have this big bench over here as well. Ooh. And then into the water closet, which again, nice and spacious. Now, when I was walking through here, there's another, it's almost like a junior suite on the opposite side of the house. And I was like, man, maybe this is, but it didn't have as nice of an ensuite. So I was like, no way, that can't be it. Not in a house like this, right? But anyway, this is the bedroom portion of the master suite. Spot to put the bed with sconces on either side. You have this nice big tray up in the ceiling. And then like a little day bench over here, it does have these little pulls. So obviously storage in here. Very nice. And then obviously these just kind of lay down flat, and you can put like some type of cushion or something over the top of it to kind of hide it and make it look snazzy. But then you can access another portion of the master suite going that side of this accent wall, but we're going to come this way because I don't want to miss this closet. Now this isn't a real big closet. I feel like this might be more like a, maybe it's just like his suit closet. I don't know. That would be the ideal size of closet for me, right? You only need like 4 plaid flannel shirts and I'll be good to go. A couple pairs of jeans. And then this is kind of the sitting area in the master bedroom. Obviously it does have these double doors right here that open up into kind of the main lofty space, but this would be like just your little evening sitting space. You can come up here and retire, grab yourself a nightcap before ultimately crashing. All right. Then on the opposite side, like I said, it's got this junior suite. I think it's a junior suite. I feel like it's a junior suite. Right? Because this is your accent wall. Looks like the outlets are set up perfectly to have nightstands on either side of like a king-size bed. And then you have a little spot for a sitting area over here as well. But then this was the part that kind of gave it away. Now, while this shower is beautiful and every bit as large as any master shower we've ever seen, I think it's, there's no tub in here. And I think if it was to be the master bedroom, there would be a tub. Now, I did like this. You've got like a little vanity light, like a makeup vanity light right there, which is pretty neat. And then, of course, you've got the toilet. And this shower. And then around the corner into the closet. So attic access, tons of built-ins, nice and spacious, right? All the room in the world. You know what? I was just thinking about this. We left the door downstairs open on the main level, so we're not going to be able to take the elevator down. Whew, got out of that one. That was close. Shucks. Anyway, around the corner you do have the laundry room. Again, kind of matching the pantry downstairs with this fancy, snazzy etched glass pane. Then you've got front load washer and dryer, a little bit of folding space. And then back behind us is the wash basin. And then, of course, your tile. Actually, it feels kind of fun. It's like textured. Almost like what you would expect it. Like it looks like a quilt almost. It feels like a, not really like a quilt, but you know what I mean. Anyway, this is your AV/security room. Set of stairs going up to the main entertaining level, which we will get to in a little bit. And then into the third bedroom. I mean, get a load of the size of these rooms. These things are massive. And into its ensuite. The vanity lights are neat. They've been neat in all of them. Just kind of like these little squares, which are cool. But single vanity, toilet, and then this one's got a shower and tub combo. Nice deep tub too. But then you've got the subway tile going all the way up to the ceiling. And its closet. Definitely a spacious, like nothing feels like it's on top of each other. Like you can really, like these two rooms were the closest rooms to each other. And they're just so large, it doesn't even matter, right? But this is basically a mirror image of the one we just came out of. Into its ensuite. And the same thing, nice deep tub over here. Now I do like the amount of fireplaces throughout this home, and you're probably like, well, Tim, where in the world have we seen one except for outside and in the living room? Well, there is another outside fireplace up here, which is super cool. It's weird. I'd almost want to see one in the master, like I would expect to see one in the master bedroom, right? But anyway, this is the elevator door. Don't have to worry about you today. I'm gonna ride one day. Luckily, there's someone outside in case I get stuck, which is nice. But on this side, you do have access out onto this upper deck from this side, but you also have another access point from the other side, which is going to be the side that we actually go out onto it. So you've got your furnace, your furnace, a couple of them, a few of them up here in this closet. And then on this side, just like I said, tons of space for indoor as well as outdoor entertaining. So you've got another wet bar up here. And then just this kind of a cool prep sink for washing dishes. And then into a full bathroom up here. I didn't really expect that. So like a powder room. But I mean, if you got guests or something, but that's a long hike to take a shower. And then we will step out. Oh, it's got like 2 little fire pits. So it's got a fireplace right here. And then a little fire pit in the middle. So very cool. What are y'all thinking so far? Do you like it? Is there anything that you'd like to change, rearrange, right? If you were to make this home yours? Have you kind of formulated where you're gonna put things in your head? Now, if you are loving it, but you don't live in and around Centreville, Virginia, while you can't build this exact home, you can draw inspiration from it, and then you can reach out to our good friends over at professionalhomeplans.com and use that inspiration with their team to craft your perfect dream home. And they'll kind of help walk you through all of the steps, and they've got this cool like 3D kind of simulator thing that you get to see your home and step inside of it and walk around in it before you even break ground on it. So that's super cool. And if you don't have any inspiration or can't find any inspiration, have no fear. They also have tons of pre-designed floor plans for you to choose from. And then of course you can work with their design team to customize those. If you are looking to build your home, reach out to professionalhomeplans.com. Let them know I sent you over there. You can find that link in the description. All right, down here in the basement, man, this looks like it's got a good flow too, which is super cool. Like everything just kind of circles back to each other. But so this is just like a mechanical room down here. And I guess we'll just start on this side and work our way around and see what all we can find. So another full bathroom, single vanity, tons of counter space, the toilet, and then another massive shower. Like tons of space. And then into this room, what would this be? This would be bedroom number 5. This has got a fun layout to it. It's got like this its own little corridor, but it's got 2 step-in closets. 1, might even have more than that. 2, and they're not like attached to each other. They are different. This one, is this 3? Cool. More like a linen closet for this one. And then all the way at the back is this ensuite. Let's see. I did see the bar area, which is right here. Ooh, what does this remote do? Think this changes the lights? Let's see. I don't see anything changing. Anyway, nice raised bar. Ooh, I love this stone. That looks really nice. And then, of course, the bar area, open shelves, ice maker, beverage refrigerator, wine racks, all of the things. And then just tons of common space out here. Get yourself a pool table. Just a lot of open rooms. Like I'm getting overwhelmed at this point. Like, all right, what am I gonna put where? Like, what would each room be utilized for? And then this is that access, the stairs back up to the backyard, and then into a little kitchenette. Look at that. So downstairs dining, maybe get some, like an island or something in here, because there is a massive theater room down here. And I forget what is, like Italian style something. I'd have to go back and look. But I'll also, you guys can find the listing down in the description, so you can check it out. But ooh, very nice. Got these leather seats. Oh, it's so quiet in here too. Like the sound just dissipates. I can hear like my heartbeat in my ears. This is like a legit movie theater room. And then into what I could imagine to be, ooh, what is that like a sauna? A steam shower? I would imagine this would be like the gym room, right? Something along those lines. Then you can, it looks like they've got something written here. What does this say? Home exercise room, double bench multi-steam sauna. So that's what it is. And then after that, you can take yourself a shower. Or maybe that's where the steam from the sauna comes from, as opposed to water. But you'd think that it would come from that little port right there. I don't know. Soundproof flooring. And then this must be like the steam machine for the shower. Then you've got a little understairs storage with some coat hooks. And then we've wrapped back around to the mechanical room. All right, what did you think about this home? This one is, it was nice. Anyway, I do want to say a huge thank you to Nestor Cortesi, Charmaine Buckner, and Paul Escalante from Realty One Group Capital for setting up this entire tour. Greatly appreciate that. Also, I greatly appreciate you, because if it wasn't for you, obviously, we wouldn't be able to tour some of the amazing homes that we do. And for that, I am so incredibly grateful. With all of that said, I hope you go on to have a fantastic day. And as always, my name's Timothy. I look forward to seeing your beautiful face in the next one.